What's going on, everybody? Moose here, Airguns of Michigan, and as part of a ultimate collaboration, I am here to show you guys the Impact M3.5. You guys might be laughing about that, but in all honesty, there are some parts on this gun that make it that, quite simply because it's kind of Frankenstein together, and that's okay. But I just wanted to kind of touch base about what's going on, and a few things that there's still a few things that I need to work out. First and foremost, this airgun started its life as a Impact X, then was upgraded to an MKII, and then was upgraded to a power block custom earnest row barrel kit, all the latest and greatest from our friends at different places. Yes, I know I have the bipod on backwards, and it's gonna bother me until I fix it. So let's go ahead and take this off. Set our gun down gingerly. Remember, we learned that word in the last video, gingerly. And we're gonna go ahead and pick her back up. Slide our rail back on. Tighten her back down. And there we go. All right. Now the bipod's on the correct way. But just to point out a few of the features on this airgun as it sits, this is a custom earnest row 25 caliber tension barrel kit. However, it is not technically tensioned because the little adapter that goes in here is missing. However, it still shoots phenomenal. We do have the Donnie FL Fat Boy up front. I still need to adjust everything so that I can spin it around. You can actually read Fat Boy. It's got the Saber Tactical buttstock, the Saber Tactical top rail, Saber Tactical bottom rail, Saber Tactical dual bottle system, dual 580 bottles. It's got the Ergo Air grip on it. Obviously, the power block upgrade from FX USA. And the last thing that we got, I was talking with the guys out at the pellet shop, and I was talking about this whole gun and what we were doing, and seeing how awesome we could build a gun. And they said, dude, we want to send you an optic. And I said, okay. And they said, how about an Arkin? Well, that hit me right in the heart, because these optics, honest to God, for the money, to be honest with you, let's just throw money out the window, because it really doesn't matter. Arkin is the cat's meow. And if you have not looked through an Arkin, well, then don't comment below until you have. If you decide that you've looked through an Arkin and you still don't like it, you're amongst a very, very small percentage of people that have looked or used an Arkin that don't like them. So, with that being said, veteran-owned company, man, these guys are the cats. I mean, they really are. Super positive clicks, lifetime warranty on the scope, lifetime dialing, and the zero stop is the coolest zero stop in the world. It's literally just this little Allen on the top here. You tighten it down, it creates a zero stop. You loosen it up, and guess what? No worries on a zero stop, because you can spin it whichever way you want. Tons of MOA adjustment in this scope, as well as quarter MOA turns. So it's not your typical half MOA, it's quarter MOA. This is 6.224, super well built, and seriously, like I said, if you guys haven't looked through an Arkin, do yourself a favor, go out and check them out. I did put the halo rings from Arkin on here as well. These rings are superior quality over a lot. No need for the adjustable rings. There's 20 MOA built into the rail, and like I said, with plenty of MOA in here, you'll be just fine cranking this puppy around wherever you want it. But once again, you know, this is a dreamt up version of an M3 MKII Impact X. Chris Turek and I just kind of were like, dude, what do you think we can do? And I said, I don't know, dude, but let's do it. And we did it. So I do have 2 leaks on this gun that I still need to address. One is here in the power plenum. And I've talked with a few of my friends that have done these power plenum upgrade kits, so I'm just going to throw this out there for those of you that are thinking about doing it. The O-ring that is on the front here that screws into the power plenum appears to be a little small to me. It's the only thing I can come up with, but it is leaking around these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to attempt to find an O-ring that'll actually seal. If I can't, then I'm probably just going to use Teflon tape like another one of my buddies did, and it did stop the leak. The other place is from this gauge here. I just have a small leak, so that's nothing uncommon for gauges to leak, especially when you're building a new gun or replacing a gauge. It's not uncommon, so nothing I'm stressed out about. Certainly is doing just fine. I did have it out at the range the other day, and we were doing really well with it. I have not released that video yet, and I also don't want to forget our friends at Accutech said, you know what, you can't have this amazing gun without one of our amazing bipods. And we said, awesome, thank you so much. So I think the only issue that we're going to have between myself and Chris Turek is custody battles. Nope, don't really care. It was fun to build. You know, Chris just asked me, you know, hey man, do you think you could build this thing? And I was like, if it shoots air and pellets, absolutely. And that's what I did. So technically, this is Chris's Impact. You know, all the parts on it are just whatever. So we're going to have some fun with it. Ernest did send us one of the new slug A-liners for it as well. So I'm going to do some testing. It's going to have to be this week because I got to get this thing back to Turek eventually. So I'm going to do some pellet testing with this barrel and maybe some slugs as well. And then we're going to throw the slug A-liner in here. And we're going to see what we get with that. But the Fat Boy does an amazing job. I would like to get the air stripper for the end of it. I'm probably going to pick one of those up. But overall, the gun is just smoking hot. She is so much fun to shoot. She's definitely got some weight to her with those dual bottles. But, you know, as a bench gun or for shooting long distance, mwah, I think it's awesome. It's perfect. God, it just reminded me of 68 whiskey. Perfect. But it is. It truly is. And like I said, man, if you guys have not looked through an Arkin optic, do yourself a favor. Check them out. You can find them at lots of different places. You could also find them at the place, you know. But yeah, they're all over. Or you can just go to Arkin Optics website and check them out. Yeah, just a absolute dream of a gun. So stay tuned. We're going to have some bench shooting of this gun. And we'll take you out to the range, show you guys what it's doing at 50 and 100 yards. And for those of you, actually, I'm going to show you right here. There's 2 different pictures. One of them was at 50 yards. I'll try to make a little note somewhere that says 50 yards. Those were 10-shot groups. And let me think. Was it? hold on a second. I'm trying to remember if I actually put down some 10-shot. I did. So, 2 10-shot groups, one at 50, one at 100. The 2 flyers that you see at the 100, those were actually sighters. I hadn't had it sighted in yet. The scope was, you know, just put on the gun. And I looked up Strelok and I just dialed and I was off just a hair. Not a big deal. I didn't have all the information in there. So, but yeah, she is definitely shooting well and definitely does a great job. So, with that being said, I'm Moose. This is Airguns of Michigan. Don't forget, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. Go check out, if you already haven't, which you probably already have, Up North Airgunner. My buddy Chris runs that. If you haven't subscribed to him, do me a favor, subscribe to him, give his videos some thumbs up, and check out all the other people that we support along the way. So, till next time, be good to each other, and God bless.